Evening, everyone. Good evening. Team finished strong. We are just about getting ready to do our third group ride. There goes the bees, actually. We're about ready to do our third group ride, speaking of groups. And if you guys want to join in, here's how you can join one of our future groups. Just go ahead and follow me on the Zwift Companion app. And if you can, even better, DM me if you want to be invited every week. Otherwise, what I do is I invite and send out invites to at least half of the follower list that I have. I can only send out 100 invites. So, if you've ridden a group ride before, you'll get an automatic invite. You don't have to worry about that. But if this is going to be your first time, it might be good to message me and let me know so that I can make sure you get an invitation for that week. Otherwise, I send out invitations once every 2 weeks to everybody because of how large the follower list is. So we're glad to have you join us. We've got a few joining us tonight. And for the first time, we are going to be trying out Discord. So for those of you who are participating tonight, this part of the broadcast is specifically for you. In your meetup page, there is a URL for the link to the Discord channel. So I would just encourage you, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and browse on over there. If you're new to Discord, I can't help you. I'm new to Discord too, so I can't really give you advice on how to get it set up. This is more of an experiment right now tonight, more than anything else. And so we're going to see how it all works out. Let me see. I'm just trying to scroll through these things myself here. Gosh, I'm not on the right screen either. I'm going to have to jump off this bike. Let me see here. Let's try that. I may have to jump off the bike. So I've got it and actually enable it. So let me go ahead and do that now. While we still got time, while there is still time, I'm going to try to get this fixed or get this working here in the few minutes we've got before the ride actually starts. So if you are participating and you are in Discord, see, I don't even know what it is called here. If you are in Discord, just keep giving me a shout out until we can hear you on the broadcast. You may want to give me a shout out in the comments too on YouTube. Let me know if there's an issue. And let's see. Let's try this. Okay. All right. So we've got a little icon here up in the upper. I can't really show you actually, but up on the screen now, there's an icon showing my Discord channel's avatar name. And so hopefully you folks, if you join in the Discord chat, you should show up there as well. So if you don't see yourself popping up there, then there's probably something wrong on your end. And if you are showing up there and we can't hear you, then it's something wrong on my end, most likely. That's going to be my guess. I'm going to keep the link available up until about 2 or 3 minutes before the ride starts, and then I'm going to go ahead and close it out. This is a private link just for those that are riding with us. So unfortunately, we're not going to have a live studio audience for today's ride. I might consider that in the future, I guess. I don't know how that'd be a good thing or a bad thing. But for now, we're going to try Discord out and see if we can better communicate amongst those who are participating tonight. In any event, those of you who are not participating but are watching are absolutely free to join us in the conversation through the chat. We've got chat set up, and we'll be able to share not only directly with me, but also with the other viewers as well, as we've got the chat window right up there. So, so we're about ready to get started here in about 10 minutes is the ride. So Greg, Emiliano, you gentlemen specifically, Greg specifically, if you're a veteran of Discord, I'd like you to be my my test subject for tonight, my canary of sorts, and see if we can use you as a guinea pig to get this thing working. If not, then we will proceed without it. I am a total newbie when it comes to Discord. I'm not even really sure what its purpose is in life, other than to facilitate back-channel communications on some live streams. I need to get some ideas. I need to get some ideas from the community. So folks, those of you in the community, especially those of you on Zwift, if you're already actively using Discord, and it's a vital part of your communication, maybe with other team members, or if you're doing live streams with those that watch or participate, let me know. Give me some your thoughts and ideas. I'd appreciate it. I'd welcome it. While I'm not so green at this point to live streaming, I'm still very green when it comes to Discord. So if I was any more green, I'd be Shrek. And Shrek would probably have a better chance of figuring it out than I would, most likely. All right. So I'm just warming up here, folks, getting ready for this. For those of you who are participating, another word of kind of like the group etiquette that we'll have for tonight is we'll stay together, particularly on the flats, and we're going to do 2.0 watts per kilogram on the flats. You folks can share turns on the front if you want, but the ride leader will maintain 2.0, whether I'm on the front or not. So I'm kind of like the standard bearer for the pace of the group. And now, as far as the climbs go, I'm going to open up to this possibility because of how things went last week. I noticed that the group had wanted to do a higher pace on the climb, particularly the KOM out in Titans Grove, and I'm all for that. The only thing I would caution or say is that as long as everyone in the group is on board with that pace and goes that pace, then I'll match it. So in other words, if I'm the last person in the group and everybody's pushing higher watts ahead of me, then I'll go ahead and match that to my ability, at least, and we can go ahead and have a little bit more fun in the climbs if that's what you guys are looking for. I'm okay for that. I think at this stage in my training, I think I can tolerate a little bit extra anaerobic work mixed in here with my tempo work that I'm trying to do today. That's what I'm trying to accomplish today, is mostly tempo, but like I said, we can throw in some other stuff if you want. Maybe even a sprint at the end if that's what you guys all want. Just let me know. But yeah, so if somebody ends up falling behind me on the climbs, then I'm going to fall back with them, and that'll be the pace of the group. So we'll keep it at that. But we're still going to keep it 2.0, I think, on the flats for the most part. That can be our recovery. So if you guys want to hammer it a little more on the climbs, take it easy on the flats then, is how I see we would do that. Not looking for this to be a threshold. I'm not doing a threshold workout or a VO2 max workout. That's not the purpose of this ride for me personally, at least. So that's how we're gonna organize this night. If that sounds good for you, then feel free to join us on. Looks like it's been Tuesday. It's been Tuesdays the last several weeks. We really didn't have a lot of suggestions for other days or other times that I could accommodate. So Tuesdays it is. And I guess I should mention at this point that we really only have 1 week left. Because guess what, folks? Is it real? Is Christmas really next week? Is that what it is? Gosh, it's come up so fast, hasn't it? I think Christmas is next week. And so because of that, next week, next Tuesday, is the last group ride for 2020. So, hey, Dave. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, so this will be the last group ride for 2020. If you guys were interested, and I lost my mouse. It's not a good thing, because now I can't even stop that message. But if you were looking forward to more group rides, throughout the remainder of the year, I am taking a hiatus from the group ride between Christmas and New Year's, and probably for a few weeks after that, as I'll be really kind of unavailable for that. And, all right. All right, so I don't think we have had anybody, try the Discord out. Now, let me see, Dave. I don't have your chat window, unfortunately, all the way visible, and I'm half blind here, so it's going to look like I'm squinting, trying to read what you're saying here. Okay, got it. Understood. Well, you have a wonderful dinner, Dave. You're always invited, of course. Always invited to come ride along with us. We might do something maybe on the weekends at some point, if that works better. Wow, where'd that group go? That was the C group. But we are out of time as far as the Discord, as far as playing around with that. So it looks like it's a no-go for Discord today. If you did try it out and it didn't work, please let me know in the chat afterwards, and we'll get that rectified, or at least we'll try to get it rectified. Not really sure if I'm doing it right or wrong. This is purely experimental. It's future works, as they say in Zwift lingo. So I got to do one modification to the meetup here. And then we will be ready to go. We'll jump on over. Well, I may not be able to save the changes. That's funny. Maybe too late. It is too late. And I cannot change this. Oh well, I'm not sure why. Maybe because it's already posted. All right. Well, what I was trying to do, hoping to do, was I was trying to keep the Discord channel private so that it would be just for folks. But since we are in beta test mode, you folks can feel free to give it a try. It'll probably be posted on the screen for a few seconds, short seconds at that, and you're free to try it out. I'm going to go ahead and join the meetup here. And out of courtesy to everyone, I'm going to not have any audio available. But, well, actually, yeah, all right, we'll give this a try. I'm really very new to this Discord thing. Okay, so there we go. All right, we'll leave it up. Okay, maybe we can give it a try and see if we can get any feedback on this whatsoever. This link is only good through the next hour, so there's if you're watching this after the fact, there is no point in writing it down. All right, we got 1 minute left, folks. So hopefully hopefully I have better luck with those that were participating than I did with the Discord, because otherwise I'll be doing a solo ride tonight. In which case, then it will be anything's possible. Anything goes. Zwift-wise, at least. All right. That's the last of that. All right, folks, appreciate you joining us tonight for this ride. This is an interactive live stream where you can participate. And I don't have my group blocked out, so you can always ride along with us in Zwift. Just come up to Watopia, choose the reverse 8, I think, is what it is. Or it might be the Watopia 8. I think it's the Watopia 8, not the reverse 8, not to throw you guys off. But you can join us with the Watopia 8 route promptly at 6 p.m. if you want to ride along informally. All right, well, here goes. All right, Emiliano. Very good, very good. We got one riding tonight. We'll see how many people jump in here in 2 seconds. And 2, 1, 0, and here comes everybody else. None of whom are actually riding with us, just for you folks for your benefit. It just happens to be a lot of groups starting at 6 here in Watopia today. So, Emiano, if you're warmed up, if you two gentlemen are warmed up, Greg and Emiano, we'll go ahead and start off at 2.0. We'll just kick it off right away. Oops. Wait a second. You guys were ahead and now you're behind. Not sure how that happened. My apologies. So we're doing a variation of week 1. Week 1 we did just the hilly route, the flat route, so to speak, which was a one-way direction. This particular route today will take us in both directions. So we'll get to see a little bit more of Watopia from each direction today. All right, great. We got you. Just got to wait for Emiano to catch up. All right. I can never trust those seconds. Those seconds are always off. So we will see. Emiano, I don't know if you're really truly 8 seconds behind us. Take a peek here. See if I see you back there. Actually, that didn't really help me much at all either. Unless your name pops up. Let's see. Okay, great. We're all together. Gotcha. Okay. 2.0, gentlemen. We're off. Greg, just to let you know again, if you're joining late, we tried to get Discord set up tonight. So we can try it again for the last week if you guys are up to it. All right. So, is this route going to take us up the KOM right from the get-go? Or are we going to get a little breather before we hit it? I can't remember. And we get a break. That's good. Week 1 had us going straight up over that bad boy right from the start. All right, I'll try to keep it as steady as my unsteady legs can do here. All right. Greg, I like the Christmas shirt. I wonder how you got that. You have to tell me how you got that. They got Christmas sweaters in Zwift now. That's cool. Oh, an original Zwift jersey. Okay. Well, that is fantastic, Ray. That puts you in a special category in Zwift. Yeah, it looks really nice. I like it. They need to bring that back. Zwift, if you can, you need to bring that back for us. That's really cool. I'll go ahead and blow this. Give us a little bit of extra speed here. Free speed. I still got to find the right gear cadence here. Keep things steady. This might be it right here. We'll see. There we go. All right. So Watopia 8, figure 8, takes us, looks like outbound first, and then we're going to cross over and go do the reverse if we still have time. So when we hit these climbs, I'm not sure what you guys are looking to do, but as I said here, leading into the group, we'll go at your pace. So if you guys move on ahead, I will be the sweeper at the rear, and I will do minimum 2.5. And if we do break up our little group, we will regroup at the top. I'm reminded from my last ride, I don't know how many of you folks saw my last ride here in Watopia. It was kind of a impromptu challenge of sorts, seeing if I could take on the D-Pacer bot and lap that bad boy. I found out it's a little bit harder for a C rider like me to accomplish. You know, unless you happen to catch a nice group that's willing to tow you around, I guess, right? I think if I had done one more lap, I might have at least caught sight of it. So I might have given up a little too early. I had 14 minutes, I think, on the Pacer bot by the time I quit. So I had accomplished a good bit of an attack on it, but I didn't close the deal. So if you've accomplished this and you're watching, feel free to let us know what your time was. How long did it take you to lap the D-bot? Did you do it in under an hour? Or did you do it in under the mythical 1 lap threshold? Which I don't know if that's even possible. It may be possible for somebody who is more well endowed with fitness than I, for sure. All right, folks, we'll keep it steady. At least I'll try to. All right. Still got to watch out for my thumb here. I'm actually still recovering from my bike crash from almost a month ago here. This guy right here still doesn't want to grip. So I been exclusively riding indoors for that reason. No need to worry about any of that. Or any braking for that matter. That's one thing you do not do in Zwift. All right, we're doing great, fellas. I don't think I can blast out group kudos to everybody, but I'm going to try to get at least the individual kudos out before things get too involved here with the climbing. All right, so on this long drag, this long 1% drag, we'll hold 2.5. Or, you know, if you don't feel like doing 2.5 for all or part of it, just all you got to do is do your pace, and I will, as the Chevron owner, I will fall back, and we'll keep it together. I'd rather do it honor system, keeping it together, as opposed to the rubber band. I tried, if you remember, Greg, we tried that rubber band a couple of times, and I did not like it at all. I just didn't like the way it worked. This way, everybody's effort counts. All right, 2.5. Plus or minus a few points. But definitely not 5.0. All right. As soon as I get a steady cadence, the resistance changes on me. I'll probably have it dialed in just as we finish the climb. Let's try this. All right. There we go. Nope. Okay. One thing about these pedals that I use, they're very sensitive to changes in your watts. They're very responsive, which is a good thing for data capture and for sprints. Probably not as helpful on a group ride, though. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna keep myself, try to be the person that follows up the rear if unless we're all together. So I think if everybody's in agreement, we're all together, we'll go back up to 2.5 here. All right, see which way we go. Going left or straight? I do not know. And they don't even tell us. They just expect us to know. All right. All right, we're going to take a little break from the effort here. We'll do a 2.0. And then once we get to the official start of the KOM, we'll pick it back up again. That'll give us about a 1 minute breather. Oh, okay, there we go. So 2.0, folks, until the start of the KOM, which is once you see the little building on the right through the rain, that's where the official starting line is. This is about a 5 to 7 minute effort, depending on how enthusiastic we are about climbing this. So let us see. All right, here we are, folks, coming up to the start. 2.5. If you guys want to race, I'll be happy to do the commentary. In case that is of any interest to you, gentlemen. From my vantage point, I'll have a good view of the action. Like I said before, everybody's free to go their own pace. I'm just going to maintain 2.5 or better. That walker reminds me of the time I was going up the Zwift, and I was doing about this pace, and I had a walker slash jogger near the top of out the Zwift, outpacing me. Me on bike and them on 2 feet. And they were winning. I think I even caught it on a live stream somewhere. So if you're interested, dig through the archives and check it out. It might be the Hout route, possibly. I'm not sure. Not sure if that was the one. It's quite funny and scary and humbling at the same time. All right, 2.5 minutes. Everybody's together, it looks like. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it was quite humbling to see them pass me multiple times. Every time we hit a flat or shallow grade, I did gain some ground and even overtook them a couple of times, but they were smoking it, let me tell you. They were doing a really good job of picking a good pace up that climb. And to be certain, I gave them a kudo for that. Technically not a ride-on, right? If they're running. Is it still called a ride-on? When you give a runner or a walker a kudo? Something to think about. And we got the trees all decked out. I love it. Wish I had spent more time in Zwift during Advent. We got a little downhill for a little breather, and then the last big push. Looks like we're coming in at just under 6 minutes. All right, I'll slow it down a little bit, gentlemen. There we go. We'll follow the train up. Or at least for a little ways. All right, well, we're not quite back at level grade here, but let's just call it 2.5 for the last minute. We don't want to leave anyone stranded here. Okay, good. Just making sure everybody's together. Don't want to leave anyone stranded because that downhill is vicious if you're off the back. Though we're a small group tonight. All right, we're gonna make it number 6. All right, good efforts, everyone. Now we can take a break. You can even do a super tuck if you want. Which, oddly enough, is probably no longer legal in the real world with the new UCI rules that just came out. They haven't specifically targeted it, but they said that they would probably rule negatively on unsafe riding practices. So, yeah, that's about all I was able to get in as well, Emiliano. All right, here we go. Super tuck. All right. So, not sure which way we're going here at the bottom. We'll find out. Emiliano, you still with us? Did you get off the back? Okay. What we got here? We got two. Greg, where are you? Okay, good. I think. Oh, well, okay, I see you're a few meters back. All right. All right. Oops. Oh. Okay, I'll get you. I'll get caught up with you guys. That's my bad. I hit the bottom with no power. That'll do it every time. Got a free baby sprint in there. It wasn't free for me, though. All right. We'll try to get this settled here. All right, so now we do the opposite. .2. Your call, gentlemen, if you want to do 2.5 up the little drag. I might as well use my drafting power up here. See what we get. All right. Believe it or not, I'm very thankful for that. As the non-climber, I think out of the three of us, I appreciate every watt saved on a climb. Especially if I think what we're going to face before we're done today, which is the steep side of this one, steep side of the K-limb. Hey folks, if you're joining us online, feel free to join us in the chat. We're not this is not a closed event. It is for your participation as well. Feel free to ask any questions you have about Zwift, or maybe how to set up your own meetup. And to the best of my ability, I'll even give you some tips on live streaming as well. Just let me know. So these meetups are really great, especially if you got a lot of friends, because you can get a nice sized group of like-minded individuals to get together and head on out, just like you would in real life. In Zwift, if you haven't learned already, when you're free riding, well, I guess it's like that in real life too. Just like in real life, if you're free riding, it's not necessarily a socially acceptable thing to just draft off of folks you happen to be riding behind. Because they're not just computer avatars, they're real people. And more often than not, in Zwift, the real folks in Zwift don't particularly like folks wheel sucking off of them for too long. And so you end up having a situation where they'll either try to shake you off and head on up the road, or they'll take a different route or whatever. So, but it doesn't really matter either. I've actually tried to do my share of pulls when I have a little group. And when I mean a group, I mean an informal group of riders that just happen to be coagulated together randomly. I've tried to do pulling, and unfortunately, what happens more often than not is it turns into a little half-wheeling race where one or more of the others wants to be up front. So free riding in Zwift is a little bit of a strange thing. If you want a consistent pace partner or draft to employ, I would suggest you sign up at the initial screen to join one of the 4 pace spots that are out there, because pace spots don't care if you draft off them. They'll let you draft off them all day long. And in fact, you won't be the only one, because there'll usually be dozens of others riding along with you. And in fact, I think we'll probably be seeing the D-pace spot here in the next several minutes, since we're doing the reverse here. So they should be rolling by, and you'll see their little group with them. All right, 2.5. So that's a great way to get some efficient miles in. We'll say that. So you got a mile goal that you're trying to reach before the end of the year. You can head out to Fuego Flats and try to join the B's or the C's, and you'll get some fast miles in for sure. Some very fast miles. I think the C's out there on Fuego Flats average over 40K an hour. For sure. So for me, I end up pretty much having to stay in the draft the whole time. All right. And the sprint. The number 1 position was 12:03. That's pretty good. All right. I'm not exactly sure which way we're going to go. If we're doing another trip up the reverse, or if we're going around by way of, if we're going to go by way of Ocean Boulevard and head up the forward KOM. I guess we'll find out. Gentlemen, this has been a really good group ride so far. You guys have been rock steady. I really appreciate you guys keeping it together tonight. We'll get this Discord thing figured out. So guys, just to prep you for the next and final week, along with the invite, I'll send out the Discord link, and you guys can fiddle with it before you join in. Hopefully we can get it working. For all I know, the audio might not even come through. I don't know. Without somebody to test with, it's impossible to know. All right, 2.5. 2.5 or better. Still looking for that pacer bot. Surprised it hasn't showed up yet. Sorry about that little surge there, folks. All right, see which way we're going now. Place your guesses, straight or right? I'm going to guess right. If you guessed right, you were correct. All right. With each passing minute, we get closer and closer to that pacer bot coming in the opposite direction. I'm pretty sure the pacer bot does not change directions. I think it's always going the forward flat route, I think. I could be surprised. Either that or maybe they take the night off every now and then. Sometimes I wonder if those bots are alive or not. I've seen them wave. I've even seen them chat. Maybe it's Siri's brother or sister that's decided to take up the role. That would be hilarious. If Zwift could get the AI worked out so that people could chat and have interactive conversations with the bot, that would be funny. I think one of my kids asked Siri one time, they said, "Siri, I don't like you." And she replied back ever so politely, "That's not a very nice thing to say." She is so polite, even when she gets berated. I even asked Siri about God one time. And she said she doesn't, what did she say? She tries to maintain a separation between what did she say? Church and computer chip or something. It was more funnier than I can retell it, unfortunately, but it was really funny. So she steers clear of those topics that would otherwise bait some folks into arguments. Rather funny. I'm pretty sure by now Siri has seen it all and heard it all, more than she'd probably care to hear. All right, 11 minutes left on the legs. Tonight, guys, we're doing good. I can tell I was in need of this particular workout today as a leg opener. My legs are just feeling a little on the stiff side at this point. So I know I needed the workout. All right, heading back down Ocean Boulevard. And we're going to get these legs ready for the forward KOM. No surprises. No surprises tonight. Still no pacer bot. I think I may have called it. Maybe the pacer bot took the rest of the night off. We saw the C bot, so we know that's out there. Either that or I missed the D. Kenneth, glad to have you in the chat. Hope I hadn't kept you hanging too long. Good to have you join us tonight. Right now, we're trying to figure out where the D-bot is. Wait, is that it? No, that's a pair of yellow Tron wheels. All right, thanks for pulling, Greg. Appreciate it. All right. Don't lose the draft, buddy. All right. And, oh, what is that? A red one. What was that? Was that the A group? It went by so fast I couldn't see it. Maybe that was the A group going by. I saw a red chevron type of a thing in the overhead display. If it is, that would be the first time I've seen the A's. Not too many of them, I guess. That's a hard group to hang with. A very elite group, I will say. I wonder what route they take. Or for that matter, I wonder if the route changes. Maybe Zwift changes it up every so often. And that the routes of the Pacer bots get a little bit of a variety. I'll have to look into that because it's not looking like we're going to see the D-bot here. It does not appear to be in the works. So now we've got three prevailing theories. Oh, okay, here they come. Here they come. I see them now. I think. Or is that me? I'm looking at the overhead display and I see a chevron which is now in the water. So the D's must be going up in the Fuego Flats. Or maybe not. Or maybe that's just maybe that's nothing. I think that's a bug, Zwift. I think we got a bug. Okay. All right. That's right. The road up to Fuego Flats doesn't come up for a little while here. Sorry. I should know better. So I really don't know why that yellow chevron is in the overhead display. But I think here are the D's coming. Those are the D's. Let's see. What do we got coming up here? Yep, we got the D's. There they go. Okay. Well, we made good time on those D's, guys. We almost lapped them in this. What am I saying? We're going in the opposite direction. Of course we're going to lap them. All right. We'll head on up and out. And then the KOM. And that will probably wrap it up. Because with 6 minutes to go, I think this one's going to wrap up right about at the top. So if you guys are up for a little spirited climbing, we can push it 3.0 or higher if you guys want. Up to you. Kenneth, in answer to your question, I've been riding Zwift since 2016, late 2016. So about 3 full years and a little bit of change. So I'm not a Zwift legend by any means. But I've been around long enough to see some changes, I'll say that. The whole game has been totally revamped since those first days. Yep. I think it was London, Watopia, an Unlimited Watopia, and Richmond. That was it. Then they added the Jungle Circuit, and then they added Alpe Zwift, which I was really gung-ho about. That was really cool. They added Fuego Flats and Titans Grove later on, some months later after that. And they've done some enhancements to some of the other worlds too. Oh, and let's not forget repack ridge enhancement. All right. This will just about wrap it up. All right, here we go. Greg's leading us out. Are you game, Emiliano, or you want me to just continue on? We will continue on here. I am going to use my power up, Greg. Sprinter's got to get some joy here. Yeah, you came at the right time, Kenneth. And if you're not using kilometers, go check out my beginner tips video on why even folks over here in the US should be using kilometers in Zwift. It is to your benefit. All right, I gotta catch Greg. Now we're talking. Nice finish, Greg. Way to go, Emiliano. Woo. You guys motivated me to get a new 30-day PR. Thank you, guys. Trying to work on having my strength return. So it was very enjoyable. Kenneth, I appreciate you joining us in the chat tonight. Feel free to join us on a ride if you want. We got one more coming up. Well, folks, those of you watching and those participating, Greg, Emiliano, everyone, have a wonderful night and the rest of your week. If you're in the Northeast, stay warm, stay safe from the blizzard or whatever's coming in your way. And we'll see you on another broadcast next week. As I catch my breath, take care, folks. God bless, and finish strong.